Okay guys, this is reacting to Zackdoestuff's video on Pokemon Showdown, where he thinks he's so good, but in hindsight he really isn't. So let's play. Alright, first move he's going to send out, play against Zackdoestuff. Now, he opts to go for Thunder Punch. Right there, Thunder Punch. First mistake of the whole video. So, right now I'm going to pull up his sets he had on his Infernape. Here's what he had. Okay, he had on his Infernape Close Combat, Fire Punch, Mach Punch, and Thunder Punch. So, Zackdoestuff, Electric Flying. You decide to use Thunder Punch when you could really use Fire Punch plus Iron Fist, and its stab would probably do more than Thunder Punch. So I would have really gone Fire Punch, and maybe it would have OHKO'd. Okay, so Zach can't miss, whatever. So guess what he does? It's a miracle. He goes for another Thunder Punch. But, unfortunately for the opponent, they swapped into the Kyogre. But, I know, and he told me, he was going to use Thunder Punch. I bet you he was not predicting the Kyogre to come out. So, basically, he's just trying to use Thunder Punch against the Zapdos. There, he just got lucky. So now the Mewtwo comes out. So Mewtwo's going to Mega Evolve. And it's going to Mach Punch. Okay. I think there's another error here. He probably should have had enough speed. If I'm going to go on Pokemon Showdown myself, he probably should have had enough speed to outspeed that. And if he did, he just wasted Mach Punch. So I'm going to just add Infernape. And it looks like he did run 252 plus speed. .252 speed is just 315. Mega Mew 2Y's base speed 316. Now, I saw him add a plus here. So, I don't know, let's just put, I don't know, minus here. Because it would bring him up to 246. So, if the Mewtwo had 252 speed, it would have got wrecked. But, like, 100, or anything, it would have outsped. So I'm wondering, he probably should have took the risk there of going for a Fire Punch to do it. Plus, maybe it's just a little bit of chip damage off on Mewtwo, but really, do you really want to do, what do you do, 15% or take a risk and do probably more than 25%? So we resume. It's going to Side Strike and kill. Okay, that's his Infernape now. Next, he is going to go into his Hippowdon, which is a good switch in to set up Sand via tank. So he takes a Side Strike really well and decides to go for the Earthquake, which does a mass amount of damage. But I'm assuming with the Sandstorm, he would have gotten OHKO if he got the Fire Punch. So he's going to switch out to his Girafarig to take this Side Strike, which is resistant. It's a good switch, but he gets crit. Nothing you can do about there. So Mewtwo barely survives. So we must have Quick Attack or something to take this out, right? Right? No. It dies. So we basically just sacrificed his Girafarig for basically killing a really low HP Mewtwo. Yeah. Not the best move in the book. So now he's going to go back into his run against a Rayquaza, which Here he stays in because he knows he can take a Dragon Ascent from the Rayquaza. So it stays in and takes the Dragon Ascent and fires off a Stone Edge, which is probably his best play of the whole entire thing. And with sand damage will kill the Rayquaza. Or will it? It doesn't because Rayquaza is not affected by sand Bearlock. But still, that was a really good play. Would have taken the same risk. So we switched to Zebstrika, take a Dragon Ascent, which is smart because it's an electric type. So now, the Sandstorm's going to subside and both of them going to gain back HP. So now it's going to go for a Volt Switch, which you know will kill for this range. So now he's going to switch into his Pyroar, or Elixir. And then next what's going to go on is Groudon. It's obviously going to be Oris Groudon, duh. So basically, it's a Fire Ground type. He's going to switch out the Groudon for the Genesect, which is a Bug type, expecting like Dark Pulse or something. But no, what? Fire Blast. That is the most over prediction ever, especially against a ground type except Groudon. I would have never gone for that move. I would have probably gone for sure Dark Pulse or something, but apparently it worked out. It was probably just a bad switch in or a way over prediction. So next he's going to hit on his Prime out, and now his Alex is going to use Dark Pulse, a smart move to try to flinch it out and some sheer damage. It uses Giga Impact, but misses. So, I just keep going for Dark Pulses at this rate. It's working. But he decides to go for the Overheat, which does do more than 58% of damage. It's not really effective. But, fortunately for him, the other person uses Eruption. Then Fire Blast for the KO. I still would have gone for Dark Pulse there, but hey, it worked out for him. But so far, he's probably played this game really well. Both of them haven't. So now I would just stay in, go for a Fire Blast or a Dark Pulse. He goes for Wild Charge. Wait. Well, again, electric type move on his freaking Pyroar against an electric type. When you had, let's see, Overheat, Wild Charge, Fire. You could use Fire Blast, Overcharge, or Dark Pulse. But instead, you go for the weak electric move, and it only does 17%. When you could have gone for a Fire Blast Stab, they'll risk the miss, but Zapdos is faster than this Alex anyways, letting it go down to switch into the Powdon and win. Or he could switch to the Prinplup with Ice Beam. But still, Wild Charge? Why are you doing Wild Charge? It makes no absolute sense. So now we're going to get back into it, where he's going to use Hyper Beam. I don't get why not Thunderbolt or anything. He probably didn't use Thunderbolt because of the Gloria left. So it's Zebstrika. Well, again, Signal Beam. Bug-type Pokemon that does 9 life. Let's see what it had. How about a little bit of Thunder? That would have been better. Would have been way better. Wild Charge? No. Volt Switch? No. Or Signal Beam? Okay. I would have think in this situation, since I know Signal Beam is not very effective, go for like a Volt Switch. Go for a Volt Switch into the Powdon or something like that. That would have been a way smarter move instead of going for freaking Signal Beam. So now, it recharges, and it's probably going to use Hyper Beam again and annihilate it. No! Wait. It's another Signal Beam! Oh my gosh, you messed up again. And like this person says in it, come on, man. That's a horrible move to use. So, luckily he gets a crit. Yeah, and then gets immediately annihilated by Hyper Beam. So he played that badly as well. So now, since he knows his Prinplup has Ice Beam, he can finish it off. So, that's the game. Overall, he played pretty trash. So, yeah. That was pretty trash, don't you think?